My wife whispered, "Once the baby comes, we don't need him anymore." I said nothing. Instead of filing for divorce, I threw a huge gender reveal party. When the blue smoke cleared, the projector displayed the DNA test results, proving I wasn't the father in front of her entire family. I, 31 male, have been married for 4 years. My wife, 29, got pregnant 6 months ago. We'd been trying for about a year, so when she told me, I was over the moon. Finally. We were starting our family. Everything seemed normal. Prenatal appointments, nursery planning, baby name discussions. I was excited. Really excited. First-time dad energy, you know? 3 weeks ago, I came home early from work. Had a splitting headache. Boss told me to take the afternoon off. Walked in around 2 p.m. My wife was on the phone in the kitchen. Didn't hear me come in. I was about to announce myself when I heard her voice. That particular tone she uses when talking to her sister. I know, but listen, once the baby comes, we don't need him anymore. The house is in both our names. I'll get child support, probably alimony. He makes good money. This is the smart play. I froze in the hallway. Her sister's voice was muffled through the phone, but I heard my wife laugh. Of course he thinks it's his. Why wouldn't he? I've been perfect. The timing worked out exactly right. He'll never question it. More muffled talking. Yeah, I know, but he's so boring, and the other guy actually makes me feel alive. Once I'm set financially with the baby, I can figure out what I really want. Worst case, I'm a single mom with a nice house and his money. Best case, the other guy steps up and I get to be happy and secure. I stood there for maybe 2 minutes, just listening. She kept talking about how easy I was to manipulate, how predictable, how she'd been seeing this other guy for over a year. Then she said she had to go, hung up, and I heard her walking toward the hallway. I backed out the front door as quietly as I'd come in, got in my car, drove to a parking lot, sat there for an hour. The baby might not be mine. The baby might not be mine. I went back home at my normal time, acted normal. She kissed me, asked about my day, showed me the new onesies she'd bought. I smiled, nodded, played along. That night, I couldn't sleep. Lay there staring at the ceiling while she snored softly beside me. 6 months pregnant with a baby that might not be mine. Planning to divorce me once she had the house and child support locked down. Next morning, I called a lawyer. Not to file for divorce, not yet. I needed information. The lawyer explained paternity testing. Said I could request it after the baby was born. Said I should document everything. Start protecting my assets. But be careful. If she's planning what you think she's planning, he said, let her think she's winning. Gather evidence. Be smart. I've been smart. For 3 weeks, I've been the perfect husband. Excited about the baby, going to appointments, rubbing her feet, the whole thing. I also did something else. Turns out, you can do prenatal paternity testing. It's non-invasive now. They just need the mother's blood. Costs about $1,500. I told my wife I wanted to surprise her with a private 3D ultrasound at a boutique place. Said it was a special gift, just for us. She loved the idea. The ultrasound place was actually a paternity testing clinic 3 towns over. I'd already sent them my DNA sample. They took her blood, gave us some basic ultrasound pictures to keep up the story, and said results would be back in 2 weeks. Got the results yesterday. 0% probability of paternity. The baby is not mine. I sat in my car in the clinic parking lot, holding the printed report. Felt nothing, then felt everything, then felt nothing again. Went home, normal dinner, normal evening. She's talking about gender reveal parties. All our friends are doing them now. We should too. It'll be so fun. And that's when I got the idea. You know what? You're right. Let's do it. Let's do it big. Invite everyone. Her face lit up. Really? You'd want that? Yeah. Our families, friends, everyone. Let's celebrate. She hugged me. You're the best. I love you so much. I hugged her back. I love you too. I don't anymore. But she doesn't know that yet. The party is this Saturday. I've rented a venue, invited her entire family, my family, all our friends, about 80 people total. I've got the gender reveal smoke cannons ordered. Blue ones. The clinic told me it's a boy that isn't mine. I've also got a projector and a very special PowerPoint presentation ready to go. Right after the blue smoke clears and everyone's cheering, that projector is going to display the paternity test results. Every page in high definition. Her whole family is going to see it. Her parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone. My family will see it too. They'll understand. Then I'm going to announce that I filed for divorce. Papers are ready to be served Monday morning. Is this petty? Maybe. Is it over the top? Probably. Do I care? Not even a little bit. She wanted a party. She's getting one. Update 1. 3 days later. The party was Saturday. It's now Tuesday. I'm still processing everything that happened. Let me back up. Friday night, the night before the party, my wife was so excited she could barely sleep. Kept talking about who was coming, what people would think, how perfect it would be. I nodded along, confirmed the venue, the caterer, the photographer she'd insisted we hire. Saturday morning, we got there early to set up. She directed everything like a wedding planner. The decorations were neutral, yellows and greens, since we were keeping the gender a secret. The smoke cannons were in position. The photographer was ready. I'd set up the projector myself, told everyone it was for a special video montage after the reveal. Guests started arriving around 2 p.m. Her parents, her 3 siblings and their families, her best friends from college, my parents, my brother, friends from work, neighbors. Everyone was excited. People kept coming up to me, patting my back, saying how they couldn't wait to meet my son or daughter. My wife was glowing, literally glowing, working the room, accepting congratulations, rubbing her belly, playing the perfect mom-to-be. I watched her, studied her, tried to find any hint of guilt or nervousness. Nothing. She was completely comfortable in her lie. Around 3 p.m. we gathered everyone outside for the reveal. Must have been 75 people there. Her dad made a speech about becoming a grandfather. My mom cried happy tears. My wife and I stood in front of the smoke cannons, holding hands. She squeezed my hand and smiled at me. "Ready, Daddy?" she whispered. "Absolutely," I said. We counted down together. 3, 2, 1. Blue smoke everywhere, massive clouds of it. Everyone cheered. "It's a boy." People rushing forward to congratulate us. My wife started crying happy tears, hugging her mom, hugging her sister. I walked over to the projector, powered it on. The screen behind us lit up. "Hey everyone," I called out. "Before we cut the cake, I have one more surprise." My wife looked over, confused but still smiling. "What surprise?" "Just a little something I put together," I said. The first slide appeared. Paternity test results. Probability of paternity, 0.00%. The crowd went silent. My wife's face drained of color. What is that?" "DNA results," I said calmly. "Turns out I'm not the father." Her mother gasped. Her father said, "What the hell is this?" I clicked to the next slide. The full scientific breakdown. Charts, graphs, the whole technical explanation. "This is a prenatal paternity test. Non-invasive, completely safe for the baby. Took it 3 weeks ago. Results came back last Thursday." My wife grabbed my arm. "This is a mistake. This has to be a mistake." "It's not." The clinic confirmed, 0% chance that baby is mine. Her sister pushed forward. "You're lying. You're trying to humiliate her." I clicked to the next slide. An affidavit from the testing facility. Signed and notarized. Then the next slide. A screenshot of text messages I'd recovered from our phone bill. Between her and a number I'd tracked down to the other guy. Nothing explicit enough to prove the affair in the texts themselves, but enough to show constant communication. "Want to explain who this is?" I asked my wife. "The number you've been texting 15 times a day for the past year?" She was full-on panicking now. "I can explain. Please, not here. Not like this." "Not like this?" I looked at the crowd. Her family was staring at her in horror. My family looked shell-shocked. "You were planning to let me raise another man's child. You were going to divorce me once the baby came and take half my house and child support for a kid that isn't even mine. But I'm the bad guy for doing this publicly?" Her father stepped forward. "Is this true?" My wife opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again, started crying. Her mother was crying too. How could you do this?" I didn't think. "You didn't think I'd find out?" I finished for her. "Yeah, I figured." Her sister tried to save it. "Even if the test is right, this is cruel. She's pregnant. You can't just what? Expose the truth? She's been lying for 6 months, planning to destroy my life, but I'm cruel?" My brother stepped up next to me. Solidarity, my dad too. The party dissolved into chaos. Half the guests started leaving immediately. My wife's family surrounded her, some trying to comfort her, others demanding answers. I walked over to my lawyer, who'd been standing in the back. He handed me a folder. "What's that?" my wife asked. voice shaking. Divorce papers, being filed Monday morning. You'll be served by Tuesday. You can't. We can work this out, please. Work what out? You're pregnant with another man's baby. You've been cheating for over a year. You were planning to commit paternity fraud. What exactly is there to work out? Her dad grabbed my arm. Son, maybe we should all calm down and... I'm not your son, and I've been calm for 3 weeks while I planned this. I'm done being calm. I left, just walked out, got in my car and drove to a hotel I'd already booked. My phone exploded. Texts, calls, voicemails. I turned it off. Sunday morning, I turned my phone back on. 89 missed calls, over 200 text messages, most from her. Begging, pleading, saying it was a mistake, saying we could do counseling, saying the baby might still be mine, even though she knows the test is conclusive, saying she'd do anything. Some from her family. Her mom apologizing, her dad threatening legal action for what I don't know, her sister calling me every name in the book. Some from my family. Supportive messages. My mom checking if I was okay. My brother offering to let me stay with him. A few from friends, some supportive, some asking what the hell happened, some clearly believing whatever story my wife was spinning. I responded to my family, ignored everyone else. Monday morning, the divorce papers were filed. My lawyer said they tried to serve her at the house, but she wasn't there. Finally tracked her down at her parents' place. She's been calling me nonstop. I haven't answered. Her lawyer called my lawyer yesterday. Apparently she wants to negotiate the divorce terms. Wants the house, wants spousal support, wants me to pay for her medical expenses through the pregnancy. My lawyer laughed, actually laughed. She committed paternity fraud. We have documentation. She gets nothing. But here's the thing. The state we live in has weird laws about this. Because we're married, I'm legally presumed to be the father unless I challenge it in court. Which I'm doing, obviously. But until the baby is born and I can do a post-birth paternity test to confirm the prenatal one, I'm technically on the hook. My lawyer says the prenatal test is solid, but courts prefer post-birth confirmation. So I have to wait another 3 months for the baby to be born, then immediately demand a court-ordered paternity test, then get my name removed from the birth certificate. 3 more months of this nightmare. Meanwhile, my wife is living with her parents. I'm in the house. I changed the locks. Lawyer said I could since it's marital property, and I'm not denying her stuff, just her access without supervision. She showed up yesterday with her sister, demanding her things. I called my lawyer. He sent someone to supervise. She packed up her clothes, toiletries, some personal items. Cried the whole time. Why are you doing this? She kept asking. I didn't answer. Just let her pack. When she left, she turned to me. I really did love you, you know? No, I said. You loved what I could provide. There's a difference. She's gone now. The house feels empty. The nursery I'd been setting up is still half finished. I haven't touched it. People keep asking if I feel bad about the public reveal. Honestly, no. She was going to humiliate me privately, let me raise another man's child while she planned her exit strategy. I just humiliated her publicly instead. Fair trade. Update 2. 2 weeks later, things escalated. Of course they did. First, my wife's family went nuclear. Her dad showed up at my house last Tuesday, trying to force his way in. Started yelling about how I'd destroyed his daughter's life, how could I do this to a pregnant woman, how I was going to hell. I called the cops. They showed up, took statements, told him to leave. He did, but not before promising this wasn't over. Then her mom started a phone campaign. Called my parents, my brother, even my boss. Spinning some story about how I'd abandoned my pregnant wife over a misunderstanding about the paternity test. My boss called me in. Want to explain what's going on? I showed him the divorce filing, the paternity test results. He read them, sighed, said, take whatever time you need, this is a mess. Her sister took a different approach. Started posting vague things on social media. Some people show their true colors when things get hard. Abandoning a pregnant woman is unforgivable. Family means standing by each other no matter what. Never named me directly. Didn't have to. Everyone knew. I didn't respond, didn't engage. My lawyer said not to, but then she made a mistake. Posted something that was just specific enough. Imagine humiliating someone at what should be the happiest moment of their life because you couldn't handle the truth. A mutual friend commented, "What truth?" She responded, "That biology doesn't matter as much as love and commitment." Another friend, "Wait, are you saying the baby isn't his?" She deleted the whole thread within an hour, but screenshots exist. My lawyer has them now. Meanwhile, my wife tried a different tactic. Showed up at my work parking lot Wednesday afternoon. Waited by my car. "We need to talk," she said when I came out. "No, we don't. Talk to my lawyer. Please, just 5 minutes." Against my better judgment, I gave her 3. "I made a mistake," she started. "I was scared and confused and I made bad choices. But we can fix this. We can go to counseling. We can—" "Stop. Just listen. No, you weren't confused. You were calculated. I heard you on the phone. You planned this. You were using me. I know how it sounded, but how it sounded. I have the paternity test results. 0%. The baby isn't mine. Maybe the test was wrong. It wasn't. We could do another one. To prove what? That you're still a liar? We're done." She grabbed my arm. "I'm pregnant. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do." "Figure it out. You and the actual father." "He won't. He's not. It's complicated." "Not my problem." I got in my car. She stood there crying. I drove away. Got a call from her lawyer the next day. They're challenging the divorce, claiming I haven't met the grounds for fault-based divorce, that I'm being unnecessarily cruel, that she deserves spousal support regardless of the paternity. My lawyer filed a counter motion, included the paternity test results, the phone records showing the year-long affair, and a request for her to cover her own legal fees due to the fraudulent nature of her pregnancy claim. He also filed a motion to prevent her from putting my name on the birth certificate. Courts can do that if there's clear evidence the husband isn't the father. That hearing is next month. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember the other guy? The actual father? My wife apparently tried to get him to step up, went to him, told him about the baby, asked him to be involved. He denied it. Said the baby could be anyone's. Said he wasn't taking responsibility without proof. So she tried to claim it was mine again. Came crawling back with the story about how maybe the test was wrong, maybe there was a mix-up at the lab, maybe she was confused about the timeline. My lawyer sent her lawyer a very clear message. The prenatal test will be confirmed with a post-birth test. If she tries to put my name on the birth certificate, we'll challenge it immediately. If she tries to claim child support, we'll establish paternity through the courts. She has zero leverage. Her lawyer apparently advised her to stop contacting me. She hasn't called in 4 days. But her family is relentless. Her sister posted a long rant yesterday about men who abandon pregnant women and paternity tests destroying families and trusting your partner through hard times. The comments section was brutal. People who were at the party, people who'd heard what happened, all chiming in with the actual story. She cheated for a year. The baby literally isn't his. He has proof. Maybe she shouldn't have committed paternity fraud. She deleted the post within 2 hours. My wife's mom called my mom again, tried the grandmother-to-grandmother approach. "How can you let your son treat my daughter this way?" My mom, who is normally the sweetest person alive, apparently said, "Your daughter tried to trap my son with another man's baby. He's treating her exactly how she deserves." Haven't heard from that side since. The house is quiet. I've started packing up the nursery. Don't know what to do with all this baby stuff yet. Might donate it. Some nights are harder than others. Not because I miss her, because I'm processing what almost happened. I almost raised another man's child. I almost let her take half my house and my money for a lie. I almost spent the next 18 years paying child support for a kid that isn't mine. The rage comes in waves. But mostly, I'm just tired. The divorce proceedings continue. My lawyer says with the evidence we have, it should be straightforward. She'll get nothing but her personal belongings. No house, no alimony, no nothing. 3 more months until the baby is born. Then the final paternity test. Then my name officially off any documents. Then, finally, this will be over. People keep asking if I regret the gender reveal party revelation. No. She played games. She lost. That's all there is to it. Final update. 3 months later, the baby was born 2 weeks ago. A boy. 7 pounds, 3 ounces. I know because the court-ordered paternity test was done the day after birth. Results came back yesterday. 0% probability of paternity. Confirmed. My lawyer filed the paperwork immediately. My name will never appear on that birth certificate. I have no legal or financial obligation to that child. The divorce was finalized last week. She got nothing. No house, no alimony, no assets beyond what she came into the marriage with. The prenup my lawyer had insisted on 4 years ago, the one she tried to claim was unromantic but eventually signed, held up perfectly in court. I kept the house, my retirement accounts, my car. Everything. She's living with her parents still. The actual father finally stepped up after she threatened him with a paternity suit. They're apparently trying to make it work for the baby's sake. Good luck with that. Her family stopped contacting me about a month ago. Think they finally accepted reality. I heard through mutual friends that she tells people we grew apart and the divorce was mutual. Doesn't mention the affair. Doesn't mention the paternity fraud. Just vague statements about incompatibility. Fine by me. I don't need to tell the story anymore. The people who matter know the truth. My life has returned to mostly normal. Work is good. My family is supportive. I've been seeing a therapist to process everything, which helps. The house still feels empty sometimes. I repainted the nursery, turned it into a home office. New furniture, new purpose. I went on one date last month. Nice woman, met through a friend. It was fine. Not ready for anything serious, but it was good to remember I can still have normal conversations with normal people. Some nights I still get angry. Think about what she tried to do, how close it came to working, how my entire life would have been different if I hadn't come home early that day. But mostly, I'm just relieved it's over. Couple of legal things worth mentioning. She tried to get spousal support 3 separate times. Denied every time. The fraud was too clear. She tried to claim emotional distress damages from the gender reveal party. Judge literally said, "You committed paternity fraud and you're claiming emotional distress?" Denied. Her lawyer fees are her problem. Mine were substantial, but worth every penny. The actual father is on the birth certificate now. He's paying child support. They're not together anymore. Lasted about 6 weeks after the baby was born. Shocking. My ex-wife's social media has been quiet. No more victim posting. I think her family finally told her to stop. I saw her once about 3 weeks ago, at a grocery store. She was with the baby. Looked tired, stressed, saw me and quickly turned down another aisle. I finished my shopping and left. Felt nothing. That's how I know I'm healing. She's just a stranger now. Someone I used to know. Someone who tried to ruin my life and failed. People ask if I think the gender reveal party was too much. If I regret the public humiliation. Honestly, I probably could have handled it differently. Filed for divorce quietly, let the truth come out gradually. That would have been the mature thing to do. But she wasn't planning to be mature. She was planning to trap me, use me, discard me when convenient. So no, I don't regret it. She wanted a party. She got one she'll never forget. As for me, I'm moving forward. Selling the house actually. Too many memories, too much baggage. Found a nice condo downtown. Fresh start. I'm 32 now, divorced, no kids, starting over. But I'm starting over on my terms, with my assets intact, with my future my own. That's worth everything. To everyone who followed this story, thanks for the support. The messages, the encouragement, the "you did the right thing" comments, they helped more than you know. Final thought, trust your gut. If something feels wrong, investigate. Don't ignore red flags. Don't let love make you blind. I almost learned that lesson the hardest way possible. Now I'm free to find someone who actually deserves trust. Someone who wouldn't even think about what my ex-wife did. She's out there somewhere. And I've got time to find her. As for my ex-wife, she made her choices. She's living with them now. And that's exactly how it should be. Edit, since people keep asking, yes, the other guy knows he's the father. Yes, he's paying child support. No, I don't know if they're trying to be together. Don't care. Edit 2. The prenatal paternity test is admissible in court. My lawyer made sure of it. The post-birth test was just for final confirmation and to officially remove my name from any potential birth certificate filing. Edit 3. No, I'm not worried about her claiming I abandoned the baby. The timeline is clear. The paternity tests are clear. No court is going to rule against documented DNA evidence. This chapter is closed. Time to write a new one.